Gabbie Hanna let somebody else into her house, and apparently these people aren't watching my previous video about why you should not be showing up at people's houses because you may know them but they don't know you. I have seen some comments that I've gotten on that other video where people have said people need to show up to make sure she's okay. It's not appropriate. There are too many weird people out there that see something like this as an opportunity. It is a dangerous situation. For instance, she keeps letting people into her house and hopefully she doesn't let them in anymore. I did see that she posted this TikTok where she was talking about how there was another dude that showed up to her house and he was in some white van with his dogs and he drove like an hour and a half or something to make sure she was okay. This is what's strange to me, is all of these people that are following this are hearing that people are showing up to her house to make sure she's okay. They're hearing that the LAPD, which we'll talk about that in a minute, are showing up to make sure she's okay, but they're still like, I'm gonna take it upon myself to make sure that she is okay. And while I do think that, you know, she needs people to check up on her, hopefully that can be the people that she knows in her life, not strangers. I can assure you that if I was ever going through something, I would want people that knew me to come and check on me, not people I didn't know. So there was somebody else that showed up at Gabbie Hanna's house. You didn't see my previous video. There was this dude named Nick who showed up to her home, pretended he had to use her bathroom, got inside of her house and started filming everything. Well, there was somebody else, and the way that this girl described this situation, honey, it literally sounds like somebody trying to allegedly convolute a story to make themselves not look as weird for what they actually did. The reason why I knew about this is because Gabbie Hanna had posted this TikTok where she was talking about how this girl showed up to her house. She was in a bikini. She said that she got ghosted. Gabbie said she had scars that she kissed. Like Gabbie kissed the scars on this girl. I don't know. She had another friend over who had some instruments. In this TikTok, she says that the girl made a comment about being hot, even though she was in a bikini, while Gabbie was in a sweatshirt and wasn't hot, and she said that it was a red flag. I personally did not know what she meant by that, and then I was reading the comments, and people in the comments were saying maybe she thought this girl's trying to get into my house. Let me know what you guys think down below. I don't know why Gabbie thought it was a red flag that this girl said that she was hot when Gabbie was not hot, and she immediately said, "Daddy says that you have to leave."
So this poor little lost lamb conveniently showed up on my doorstep and she was crying at my neighbor's fence. So I went out there and I was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And we started talking and she was flaunting her scars to me and rubbing them, and she said she got ghosted, which was very funny to us. So of course I invited her in because I'm so kind. And then it was so funny because I was sitting in my backyard and I was in a sweater and I was perfectly comfortable, and she was in a full ass bikini that she brought and she was shifting in her seat. It is so hot outside. Wow. When did it get so hot outside? I was in a sweater. I was fine. And that was my cue to say, "Sorry, Daddy says you have to go." And then she tried to go back in my house to change back into her clothes. And I said, "No, Daddy says you have to fucking go." And she said, "Can I use your bathroom to change?" And I said, "No, Daddy says you have to fucking go." And now, you'll never get to come back. Isn't that sad for you? I told you you could come back whenever and hang out in my backyard and smoke weed and play music and just like have a good time. I kissed your scars from your elbow to your palm, stranger. I kissed your scars. I have it on camera. I kissed your scars from your elbow to your palm. And I said, "You're a little fucking warrior. Look what you survived." Because you're so kind that you wanted to take it out on yourself instead of somebody else. And then, why'd you ruin it for yourself? You know what I mean? Stupid.
Now we know that Gabbie is saying things on her TikTok that to us don't make sense. To her, it makes perfect sense. If somebody started randomly telling me that daddy was telling me I needed to go, bitch, I would be out of there so fast. Yes, daddy, I'm out. But this girl then proceeded to ask to use her bathroom. Gabbie wouldn't let her. Now, this girl started posting her own TikToks about the situation, and she says that she told Gabbie that she forgot her inhaler and that she was having an asthma attack.
Someone sent me a clip of a video that Gabbie posted that is now deleted. And I am not questioning her reality of the situation at all. I personally just wanted to clarify that when we were sitting outside on the patio and I was wearing my bikini, I was having an asthma attack. And I said, dang, I didn't bring my inhaler. And she was like, oh, I don't know anything about that. I've never had asthma. And I said, maybe it's the weather. It's been unusually hot. And she said, oh, I'm never hot. And she was wearing a sweater. I believe she was wearing either a bathing suit or some lingerie underneath. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to clarify that.
I don't really know why she's crying in the TikTok. She seems to be very emotional in it, like expressing that Gabbie left that part out. From this girl's perspective, this is what she says happened. She says that she saw Gabbie's TikToks and she commented something about somebody needs to help her or show up and help her or whatever, okay? This happened before she showed up at her house. And then she matches with somebody on Bumble that gives her an address that she shows up to meet up with this dude with a bathing suit and a change of clothes, claiming that she thought they were gonna go swimming at his pool, and then she brought a change of clothes because after she was gonna go have drinks with him. So she says that she showed up to this address and the guy from Bumble ghosted her. But then this address that this guy from Bumble told her to go to was the address of Gabbie Hanna, who she had just previously commented, somebody needs to show up and help her. My Virgo brain cannot handle this. And the way she tells the story is as if she doesn't immediately realize that she's at Gabbie Hanna's house. It didn't immediately register to her that it was Gabbie. And then when it did, she was like, oh, this is that girl that I saw on TikTok that I commented needed somebody to show up and help her. And now I am miraculously here. Wow, how did that happen? She said that Gabbie was really nice and that she told her that she was beautiful and that she was an angel, and she invited her to hang out with her friend and her who had the instruments. That is when she said that at one point Gabbie looked at her phone and then she started telling her, God told me you need to go, or something to that effect. And the girl was like, okay, well, can I change out of my bathing suit? Gabbie first told her that she could use the restroom.
People have been following Gabbie here on TikTok. I discovered her last night, and I checked in on it like early this morning because I've been awake since like 1:30 a.m. And I commented a couple of things. I did some research and commented a couple of things. They have now since been deleted. One of the comments was, I wish I knew where she was so that I could help her, or, you know, like check in on her, whatever. Later on, I matched with someone on Bumble. They wouldn't give me their phone number, so we just exchanged emails, which, you know, what happens? Like, I should have seen the red flag, but anyway, so I end up at this address, and dude had completely ghosted me. So I like slam my phone down and I'm crying, and someone calls out to me from her home and she's like, hey, are you okay? And I just like burst into full on tears, and I'm like, I got ghosted. He sent me this address. It looks like it's your address, and clearly you're not him. And then she's very sweet. She grabbed my hands and sat me down and told me I'm beautiful and, you know, I'm an angel and You know, I do good in the world. And then we introduced ourselves after I was done sobbing. And she said that her name was Gabbie. And that's when it clicked that I recognized her. And she invited me in to hang out with her and go to her jacuzzi. And so we were hanging out. This was just a few hours ago. So we were hanging out for a little bit. She was very kind. She gave me some water. I had brought a bathing suit with me because Dude and I were supposed to hang out at his pool. And I brought a change of clothes as well because Dude and I were supposed to go out afterwards and grab a beer or two. So that's kind of what happened with me. Where my state of mind was. I mean, it was also nice to just sort of check in on, you know, to be able to see her. But that was not my intention of going there. But, you know, things happen. As I'm in the bathroom changing into my swimsuit, because she's so sweet, she's offered to hang out with me, you know, because I'm distressed. And she, answers the door. I hear her answer the door, and I guess someone showed up with like a couple of instruments and his dogs, and she was like, hey, is it cool if he hangs out too? And I was like, yeah, it's your house, like, let's make it a party. And so I am waiting out in the little back patio area, and you know, this guy comes in and we're all kind of like sitting down talking, and he's like he needs a lighter for his cigarette. So he goes out, and I mentioned her. I was like, oh, I should probably let my friends on Snapchat know that I'm okay, but Dude ghosted. And she said, you know, I would appreciate you not being on your phone right now. So I said, no problem. You know, put my phone on silent and put it away. And she was looking at her phone immediately afterwards, and I was like, okay, well, it's her house, her rules. And she looked at me and she said, you have to go. And I was like, I'm sorry? And she said, I just need to follow God, and God is telling me that you need to go right now. I was like, okay, no problem. Is it okay if I just change out of my bathing suit real quick and go use your restroom and change my bathing suit? Okay, she said, yeah, no problem. At this, so I gathered my stuff and I'm walking to the bathroom, and Dude comes back, and he said, oh, you're leaving? Because he saw me with my stuff. And I said, yeah, I'm just going to go change real quick and then I'm going to bounce. And Gabbie turns to me and she says, no, you're going to leave now. And I said, can I just use your restroom real quick to change? You said I could. And she said, no, you need to go. And I said, okay, well, can I at least change by the fence that's, you know, leading out to your driveway? She said, yeah, on the other side. And I was like, okay, all right, no problem. So I did that and I left, and then I just burst into tears on my way home because it doesn't matter why. I just burst into tears on my way home. And I kind of sat back and thought about it, and because I have bipolar and borderline personality disorder, she does not seem like, just so everyone here knows, she does not seem like she's in danger of herself or others. And I was really grateful to get that opportunity. What I'm thinking happened was, whoever saw those comments on her post of mine probably found me on Bumble and convoluted this scheme so that I'd be able to see her. Anyway, Gabbie, I hope you're feeling better. I have blocked you, but if this gets to you.
Now this girl is on her TikTok saying that she has screenshots of the conversation.
And to also clarify that I have screenshots of the email exchange of what happened. Everything. If you want me to post it, I can. Of the guy that ghosted me. Everything's, you know, censored, blocked out for privacy information. But yeah. So I just, you know, just wanted to clarify that as well. Thanks for listening.
But she doesn't want to post it on TikTok because she respects people's privacy, but she's not going to respect their privacy if you add her on Snapchat. She'll give it to you there. Did I add her on Snapchat to see these screenshots? No. All I know is that the story is weird. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But Gabbie, please stop letting people in your house. a lot of people are showing up at her house, and not just random people, but also LAPD, because she keeps getting these wellness checkup calls called on her that I was telling you guys about. So the police keep showing up to check on her. I think that after the Nick guy had showed up was when this situation had happened. She told him to leave, and then her last TikTok for a while was her saying that somebody broke into her home. I think it was the cops that broke into her home, because then when she started posting TikToks again, she posted this one where she was saying that they got into her home without a search warrant. They threw handcuffs on her. They made her drink water with her hands behind her back. She said that they were mocking her. I think she said there was like 4 or 5 different cops.
So right before the cops busted in my back door, all on camera and documented, obviously, they came in and they did a quick little search. And then I came down the stairs. They wouldn't tell me why I was being detained. They cuffed me. And then they demanded that I drink water. I said I didn't want any. They demanded that I drink water. So I had to drink water behind my back, and I took a sip, and they said, no, drink more water. So I spilled a little on my chest, and he put his hand on his fucking hip as if he was gonna shoot me. And he said, I said, drink the water. Don't spill water on yourself. I said, officer, I'm in my own home. I like the water feeling on my body. Why does it scare you that I just put water on my chest? I'm in my own home with my fucking hands cuffed behind my back with 5 bullies with guns illegally searching and detaining me with no answers at all. And then they wouldn't let me do anything else. They wouldn't let me talk. Well, they would, but they mocked me the whole time. And then they started getting a little scared because of the, well, officer, why don't you tell them the definition of civics? Officer, I have it on camera. I know you do too with your body cams. Why don't you let the world know the definition of civics? You know, because Keanu Reeves drives a Honda Civic.
I don't know their perspective, but that's just what she said. She also had some other people show up to make sure that she was okay, and they gave her some information. Everybody who showed up to check on her, like all the professionals, thought that she was okay because she doesn't want to do harm to herself or to others. And I think she has also posted a TikTok where she was saying that her, I think it was her psychiatrist, had told her, why do you view mania as a bad thing? The only thing that I will say is that it is becoming a dangerous situation with how many people are coming into her home. Some people have left me comments and they don't seem to think it's weird, but what do you guys think? I think it's weird to show up to somebody's house that you don't know, like to drive like hours and to sit outside of their home. They're already in a vulnerable position. Like, what are you doing? And I mean, she has posted TikToks where it's clear she's not alone. I don't know. Am I wrong for thinking that it is just inappropriate to show up at people's houses? Everything I said in my previous video remains the same. You guys got to stop doing that. And the people that are showing up to her house claiming that they want to help her, what exactly are they doing to actually help? Can somebody explain that to me? Because I'm not getting it. Something's not clicking here. And I wanted to give an update on my previous video. That Nick guy posted a TikTok saying that he wants to use his new social media he made just to go inside Gabbie's house and film it. He wants to now use that to talk about mental health stuff.
And I want to use my platform now to help spread the word and help people to understand this mental health issue and what to do in situations like this.
I don't know. You know, you guys are gonna have to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about this. I had to give an update on it because when I saw somebody else showed up at her home and what the girl was saying about it, I found it to be very weird. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, but I hope you're having a wonderful day or night, and I will be seeing you guys soon for another video.